All right, we are live, episode 78 of the Shooter's Mindset. Thanks for joining us, guys. We got a special, like just pop-in co-host. You might have known him. Steve the Tank Durant is here. Holy moly!
What's going on, boys?
What's up, man? Big round of applause.
Huge round of applause.
Yeah, if I had that Google Effects thing going, I gotta open it. We would give him a round of applause. There we go. Then we got Dustin Pluth, barely walking, kind of on the sicker side.
Yeah, fighting off the head cold, Ebola. I don't know if it's SHOT Show times. I don't know what day we're at. But yeah, my whole household's sick. That's what you get for having kids and medical people in your house.
There you go. And we got the man in the hour here. We got Vice President of Dewey Rods. Chris is in the house. What's going on, Chris?
What's up, man? What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk a lot about weapons maintenance and properly. This is like a topic and discussion that kind of flies under the radar. You know, you see a lot of. When I first got into firearms, I was a dude that liked to clean my gun. If I shot a round out of it, boom, I wanted to take it apart. I wanted to clean it. All right, and then as I shot a lot more, I just didn't like to clean my guns anymore, right? So, and you got some of the guys that say, hey, I don't clean my guns, or I don't clean them very often at all. Then you got some guys that clean it after every time they shoot it. So there's a wide range of people, and different and how they clean their firearms. You know what I mean? So, we're going to talk a lot about that. I think Dewey Rods got that completely covered. Okay, I mean, you go to the website and you'll be surprised on what you see. I didn't even know they made that, and they have it over there. So let's get it going here, Chris. Well, quickly before we go there, Q&A section. For those of you guys who are new to the show, bottom left-hand corner, you should see join the conversation tab. Click that. That'll bring you to a little separate screen where you can access anybody here on the panel, any questions. Also, in about 3 minutes, there's going to be a post going live on Facebook to ask those Q&A questions too. So Dustin, everything's already scheduled to post.
Got it.
All right. So and the giveaway link will be popping up at about 9:15. So they're all scheduled on there. We'll get into the giveaway in a second here. Show sponsors are Brett Russo over at Blade Tech, and a really cool dude's always sponsoring tons of matches across the nation. It's a good dude, always a supporter of the show. Check Blade Tech Industries. BladeTech.com out. Fort Mill Munitions, TeamFMM.com. Big supporter of the show. I'm always shooting their ammo at matches, so if you see me, tap me on the shoulder, and I might have some Fort Mill Munitions just to throw in your pocket. You know, we're throwing rounds in the pocket. All right. Let me know. That's we got. I don't even. What's the code again? It's TSM5. Saves you 5%. And then you always got Kelly's code floating around the internet. I just shared it. Good stuff. Also, you could like us on Facebook, and the questions, if you don't like to use the Google Plus Q&A app or something like that, you can always go to Facebook and ask the questions live there. So, Chris, tell us a little bit more about Dewey Rods as a company and a little bit more about yourself and how you got into this deal.
All right. Well, I think it all started with all of us is just we picked up a firearm and we liked the feeling it gave us, and we became enthusiasts and explored that opportunity further down the line. I started my career in the firearms industry not too long ago. I actually worked for a different company, which is how I met Anthony. I worked for a lubricant company, and I had actually approached Dewey Rods because I've known the family that owns the business for as long as they've been in business, and it kind of started there. And I was recruited by Dewey Rods back in September of 2014. Came over to help run this company and with my boss and take us into the next level of the industry. Again, Dewey Rods has been in business since 1975, so that's 38 years. Started off like most companies do in a basement, and it grew to what it is today. We are best known for our nylon-coated cleaning rods, but as Anthony was saying earlier, we have a wide variety of all of your cleaning needs, and we have grown into a worldwide company. We are manufactured here in Connecticut, Oxford, Connecticut, and we are distributed all throughout the country. Germany, Australia, Austria, I mean, just all over. And the company has evolved since when it started, and the way the products were made to what you see today and to what you use today. And it's funny, the company I worked for prior was a newer company, and we spent a lot of time explaining who we were. Now, I kind of get questions all the time. You know, you ask, have you ever heard of our products? And they're like, oh yeah, I was issued your product at sniper school, or yeah, I've been using Dewey rods passed on from my father. It's the only rods I'll ever use. So it's a little bit about us and where we started, and where we've come.
So 1975, you said that. I mean, been along for a very long time. Everything made here in the USA. I know. Has there been that you know of? I know you more recently joined the Dewey Rod team, but has there been a lot of development and change since that, like 1975? I'm sure there was a 1975 design. Has there been a lot of evolve of that rod design?
Yeah, actually, and the company started before 1975, but it was a little bit different. We put that up on Facebook a few months back. This company actually started with Brian's grandfather, and the name of the company was J. Dewey Barrel Making and Gunsmithing. He used to make barrels, and there are old school Lugers out there with J. Dewey barrels on them. And every once in a while they'll pop up, and someone will be reaching out to us asking if we'd like to buy them back, because they're kind of like family heirlooms at this point. So we always try and get those back into the company and into the hands of the family. And then when Brian's grandfather passed away, his father took over the company, and it became where it is now. But the rods were started by his grandfather, and our rods now are nylon coated, but that probably came about 25 years ago. Prior to that, the rods were made with a different kind of coating. It was almost like a shrink tube on the coating, or I'm sorry, shrink tube on the rods, and they were like a brownish color. And the downside to it was it wasn't actually adhered to the rod, so if it started to scrape away, you could actually peel the entire coating off of the rods. So George came up with the new design for the nylon coating, and that, like I said, that was about 25 years ago is where we changed over to the nylon coating. So that was one of the changes. We also went to a male threaded end on the rods. And that's just, that process allows our nylon coating to be thicker and adhere better to the rods than anything else that's on the market right now. The handles have also changed, obviously, over time. The handle assembly that we use now is a new design, probably, well, not new design, 10 years since we've had this aluminum spindle with the ball bearings on it. And that's why, you got guys out there all the time that'll grab the rod and they'll spin the rod, and it just keeps spinning and spinning. And this thing will just keep going for a while. Ball bearings, they're amazing. So that's pretty much the evolution of our rod. And then obviously that's, again, the rod. The brushes, all that stuff has stayed the same, but we have obviously come up with new products and try to stay relevant with the times and with what's being used out there now.
Man, a lot of it's weird when you talk about a cleaning rod and how much actually thought and design goes into something that you would think is so simple. Steve, you've been obviously shooting guns before I have. I mean, is there? I mean, what do you think about this, and what do you kind of use to clean your firearms now?
You know, I haven't had the opportunity to work with the J. Dewey products yet, but I'm looking forward to it in the future. I'm going to have to definitely jump on the website and order up some goods. I don't know a whole lot about the company, so I'm excited to be here and just learn about it. What I can say is that I think the idea of adding the ball bearings and stuff like that and really kind of taking that technology a little bit farther sounds like it would definitely be beneficial long term. You kind of want that rod to be able to spin within the barrel itself, you know, to keep from damaging the whatchamacallit inside there. So sounds
the
pretty
rifling,
cool,
the lanes and crews.
Yeah, the rifling is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I mean, and that's I think that's the real that's what I find convenient about the ball bearing. When you work it down the barrel there, you know, you can just kind of do one of those things, and you can just kind of like just twist it in there without having to twist the whole thing. Real convenient. And you know this thing, you know, this rod. I mean, we talked to Pat Kelly about this, and he's a long user of Dewey products and the rod, and he says, man, it lasts you a lifetime. You know, this thing, it's you pass it on and on. It's not gonna break. I mean, and even if it did, I'm pretty sure. Do you guys have some warranty if some miracle this was to happen to go down?
No, I mean, obviously it depends on the situation. Unfortunately, with the nylon coating and the process that we do, there is no way if by chance that nylon coating gets scratched and it goes down to the material underneath it. We have tried to recoat them and it just doesn't work, but we do have replacement handles. It's really easy to replace the handles. I've had guys say that the handle's just not spinning anymore. Again, the old design going back 10 plus years ago was a little bit of a different design. We didn't use the aluminum spindle. So those ball bearings eventually bore like a groove in the plastic, and it stopped it from spinning so freely. So we came up with this design, and then we came up with replacement handles. And those replacement handles, they sell pretty well because, like you said, anybody that's had a Dewey rod has had it for a long time. Like I said, we were just at a show in Texas. I had a guy come up to me and he says, "You guys make great products. They're too great. I've had the same rod since 1992, so they're out there." In fact, yeah, you know Jesse Tischhauser. He's got a rack of them in his garage, and he says they were rods passed down to him from his father. So we love to hear that stuff.
Yeah, Jesse Tischhauser.
Cool.
We're going to talk a little bit about the team here in a second, which Jesse and myself are a part of here. But let's get into the giveaway here. The giveaway is another awesome giveaway from some great companies. TacticalLife.net is throwing in. We were talking about a similar brand of this, which is they call them the Sure Grips, which here's a Glock 42, and just adds a rubber or a more of an aggressive texture on your pocket guns, your full-size guns, Glocks, M&Ps, XDMs. They have them for a variety of different firearms. We're going to be giving away a set of those. So Sure Grips from TacticalLife.net. We're going to throw in a UM Tactical trigger guard holster. If I get it now, everything's gonna fall on my head. But it is a carbon fiber trigger guard holster that just covers the trigger guard of your firearm. So if you carry an appendix, there's like a string that comes with it, and you just rip it out, and you're there. That's a carbon fiber, awesome color. That's going out. We also have a Dewey rod, nylon coated pistol rod. This is the model 22CF-6. Do you have one here to show us there, Chris?
Yep.
Or yeah, there it is. So that one's going to go out to the winner.
Yeah.
That's the one. I believe that's the very one that
That's the one. Yep.
As well. So
that's the one that you and it comes with the patch loop, so it's for the pistol.
There you go. And then we have a 2-ounce bottle of the legendary Rand CLP. 2-ounce bottle of that. We're going to have one winner. The giveaway is going to end midnight tonight. That's Eastern. We'll select a winner on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page tomorrow evening. Like I said, one winner. Follow us. We're going to select that winner on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. So if you don't have Facebook, just go over there. You don't need Facebook to check if you won. If not, I'll send you an email, but it's more convenient if you reach out to me once we select those winners. So there you have it. Let's see, before I knock down anything over here. Dustin, what do you have, man? You got anything new going on, or anything coming up?
Yeah, just trying to get better. Locking down the last few sponsors. Got the legendary giveaway that going out already, and working on the next one. So the next one's going to be already maybe something black nitride, maybe something from X Products for the 1,000 like giveaway. So gotten some of those things locking down, but and I was just looking, and on the Dewey website too, there was a thing that just reminded me of the launcher. It was like cleaning kit for grenade launcher, and I was like, that's not your average cleaning brush right there. So.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's that's the big dog right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And we talked about this. Like I said, they have everything. Like, who has a kit for a grenade launcher? You know what I mean?
I might have something coming in the mail that might be used this summer during the summer at the Lake of the Ozarks. So I might need a cleaning kit for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might have to get you linked up with X Products and their can launcher. So.
Oh, the can launcher. There you go. But yeah, I mean, you are you able to legally own those things, but you just can't shoot actually grenades out of it, or you can't own it.
They're signaling devices.
Okay.
Hopefully none of the ATF is watching.
Well, I thought you can own it and like shoot flares and like bean bags or something like that out of it.
Yeah. It's actually have an incendiary. It's the same thing as an SBR or a short barrel rifle or a silencer NFA item. $200 stamp tax. Now, I do know this, that each actual grenade, if it's a legit grenade or mortar, because you can have those too, each of those is an NFA item. So literally, you have to get one for the launcher and then one for each of the same item. So, it's not just like, oh, boom, 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 boom. Oh,
yeah.
There was about like $3,000 worth of stuff and like 8 months of waiting. So now that doesn't include chalk rounds or dummy rounds. So it's weird how I know.
Expensive afternoon.
I don't know.
And that kind of leads me to my. By the way, we had a Q&A here pop in there from Michael over in New York. He said, "Welcome back, Steve."
Thanks, brother.
So Steve's got some love happening in the Q&A.
Got a little pool going on over here, I guess.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about it. That was actually my next question. Dewey Rods offers a wide variety of firearm cleaning kits, so much so that you offer a grenade launcher kit. How did this come about? I mean, you guys obviously have some law enforcement and military personnel that use it, so I'm assuming that's how it came about.
Yeah, we started getting inquiries about it, and it's not just a grenade launcher kit. It's a gas or grenade launcher kit. So anything 37 and 40 millimeter. So those beanbag rounds, flares. Again, it started
my
with
potato launcher.
Sure, we could clean potatoes with it too. But it started with just getting inquiries from it, and obviously Dewey's been around for a long time, and we've had to fulfill government contracts in the past, and that was one of them. So we have put it up for sale on our for everybody to get, and believe it or not, I get calls about them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. I mean, we get calls about them quite often. I mean, last month in January, I must have been a sale somewhere for grenade launchers or flares, because we had quite a few of them go. And obviously, they come in a pull-through kit, and they also come in a standard kit with a rod. So.
There you go.
Chad
Dustin,
Barber.
go Chad. What about Chad Barber? We know Chad Barber really well.
Yeah. Chad Barber is. He was interested in him, and we got him some information on him as well.
Yeah, Chad Barber's doing a lot of things with the Coast Guard that I know of, and we will be shooting. Hopefully, I got to reach out to Chad Barber. I know we're shooting the indoor nationals. Chad Barber's going to be there. I think he's shooting. He might have shot it today. I gotta ask.
Yeah, I think he shot it with the ROs. I know. I saw Ryan Pierce from Comtech, and he was shooting yesterday and today. I think is the RO shot, as far as I know.
Yeah, you got one on Facebook you want to hit, Dustin?
Yeah. Tim from Tactical Arms, a Missouri company here, had a question. And he said, Chris, how do you compare the Dewey pull-through rifle cleaning system to the bore snake system? So I guess, how do you compare?
Well, all right. So, and it's funny. I have right over here. I have all of the other products on the wall here, and I look at them daily. And the bore snake, it has a place in everybody's cleaning world, I guess. Our pull-through cables are it's a nylon-coated cable, and one end is, I have one here on my desk, so I'll pull it out. One end is the fixed patch loop, and then the other end is the standard 8/32 female end, so you can attach your brush to it. Where ours differs from bore snake is a bore snake, you drop that little weight through the breech end of the barrel and you pull it through the muzzle. Okay. Ours, you would actually feed through the muzzle back in through the breech, then you would attach your brush, and then what we have is this rubber bead that stays on the cord, and it acts as your pull-through handle. So you grab that, and then you can pull the cord back through the muzzle and clean the bore. Where ours differs is, you guys have all run a patch through a dirty firearm, and you see that patch that comes out, and it's just covered in junk, and it's dirty. So when you get that bore snake all dirty, and you just kind of, if you don't have a chance to wash it in between, or if you forget to wash it, you're pulling that junk back through the barrel. I've asked a couple people that have used bore snakes a lot, like, how long do you use it before that brush wears down to where it's not effective? And I haven't really got a good answer on that one yet, but that's kind of where we differ. Ours is, then there's another one out there where you have to actually screw in the handle. If you lose that handle on that other product, you kind of have a hard time pulling that cord through. Where ours, like I said, that nylon ball on it, you're never gonna lose it.
That's awesome.
But again,
I like the rod method. Me personally, but I mean, everybody kind of has their own oh shit moments, and I got to use something real fast. So
yeah. And a bore snake or a pull through cord, they're not going to help you when in the field. I mean, yes, they're a quick clean in the field, but if you have a jam, and you have something stuck in the barrel, this isn't going to do anything for you. And I don't think you're going to find one precision rifle shooter out there that's going to use a bore snake to clean that rifle. Yeah, they're going to go to a one-piece rod.
Yeah, you got a question. I know you got a question going about the rod over on Facebook.
Yeah, Joshua asked, I've never used a Dewey rod. Why should I? What are the benefits? So I guess kind of go into now, why should I use a rod versus a pull-through snake kind of style?
Well, again, the rod is a bore snake or a nylon pull-through cord or a rip cord. Any one of these is for a quick run through of your barrel. I spoke to Kyle Lamb from Viking Tactics, and he told me that if he goes hunting, he'll use a boar snake, but he loves our Dewey rods, but he'll use a boar snake to get the moisture out of his barrel in the morning. He goes for a hunt. But using a rod is just it's the better way to clean a rifle. So again, you have striations in the barrel, and the rod on a ball bearing is meant to go with those and kind of go with the lands and the grooves in the barrel, and that's why a brush moves down the barrel and it rotates and it cleans as it rotates. And again, you pass the rod through, and then this is another one that goes back and forth. Some guys take the brush off, some guys bring the brush back, but you run the brush through, you run a patch through. In precision shooters, they put one round through and they run the rod through. So it's the most effective way to clean a rifle. I mean, again, we've been shooting firearms for way longer than bore snakes and pull-through cords have been out, and they've always been cleaned the same way, and that's with a cleaning rod.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, every long-range guy, I know 2 long-range guys, Surgical Precision, and I believe Daniel, both guys into long-range, and they both use a rod. I believe they're using a Dewey rod. It could be, could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive I saw them going back and forth on it. And another thing is that they come in a variety of lengths. I don't know that the pull-through cords are the best, and they're not really long enough for some long-range rifles. So I mean, I've got some here that I'm staring at. That I mean, what is the longest you guys offer? Is it like 62?
Yeah, the 50 caliber rods go all the way up to 62 inches. It goes anywhere from 6 inches all the way up to in a 22 caliber rod, you go all the way up to 44 inches.
Right.
In the 30 caliber rods, you go up to 52 inches. And then 35 caliber and 50 caliber, you can go up to 62 inches. Now, with that being said, the rod longer than 44 inches is only going to be 44 inches of coated material, and then there's an extension handle that attaches to that. So you're only going to work with 44 inches of coated material in that 30 caliber rod.
Yeah.
I actually got a question over on the regular feed for YouTube, if I can throw that in here real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
The question came from FJ55 Iron Pig. He was asking, what's the most common mistake when it comes to cleaning and general maintenance of guns?
The most common... Jeez, it's a good question.
That is a pretty good question.
I mean, you can go anywhere from there. Most common. Wow.
Probably.
I'd say new shooters not knowing how to disassemble or reassemble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not using everything that's kind of in you to clean, like not using a bore guide, or using the wrong size rod. I mean, you'd be surprised how many times I have a customer call me saying that their rod is stuck in their barrel and they can't get it out. And, I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point except get them over to a gunsmith. But when you're using a rod, a Dewey rod, or any rod for that matter, and you start cleaning the barrel and you're getting too much resistance, it's just, you don't want to keep pushing. You don't want to get it.
You don't want to hit it with a punch and a hammer? Is that what you're saying?
Right. No hammers. No hammers.
No hammers necessary when cleaning a firearm. Got it.
Yeah.
Pretty much break it down to using the wrong tools for the job.
Yeah, I guess that would be the most common mistake when cleaning, is not using the proper tools and not following the instructions. Back to that question though about wire rod over a pull-through cord. You know, like I said, the military snipers, sniper school, they issue our rods with their rifles, and there's a reason for that, because it's, you know, it's the best way. It's the best way to clean your firearms.
Nice. I'm gonna date myself here. I think the first time somebody taught me how to clean a gun, it was basically a piece of like the twine that you tie up your chicken with when you're trying to cook it in the oven so the legs don't get burnt and the wings. It was a piece of that twine with a sinker for fishing and then a piece of cut off shirt, and that was how I learned how to clean a gun when I was about 6 years old. I've come a long way since then, apparently.
They sure have.
That's in a sense, that's almost like, you know, it's a pull-through cord.
Yeah,
you know,
it was.
That's exactly what it was.
I don't know how clean the gun was, but you know.
So Steve is the actual inventor of the pull-through cord.
Yeah.
Or the person who taught Steve is. Yeah.
No, I mean, I get that question a lot. I mean, we generally cover it in the Missouri CCW class, concealed and carry weapon class, and you know, general firearms maintenance and cleaning. And I throw up a few pictures, and I got rods on my little slideshow, and you know, you gotta show them how to do it. But there's a lot of people who are like, wait, you gotta clean a gun? How many times you gotta clean it? When do you gotta clean it? How often do you clean it? And I'm like, well, my competition guns or my carry guns, or you know, so I kind of relate it to, you know, it's a work truck. None of my guns are show queens. You know, they're all black, you know, got black nitride on them, so they're nice and durable anyway. But yeah, they're gonna have dings and scratches and stuff on it. But it's still, yeah, you got to get the oil changed in your pickup truck so it keeps running. So that's what I would tell people. You know, whenever you feel it's necessary, go and clean it. And I personally do like the rod systems. I'm always like cutting my circulation off, trying to like tie the string around my hand to yank it out the barrel or something.
Yeah.
You know, cutting, my fingers are black and blue, so I'm not about that. But and then having the bearings on the grip itself is awesome. So it gets in the rifling, the lands and the grooves. You know, the highs and lows in the channel of the barrel. I think that's awesome, especially like in the AR platform where you got that star. Oh my gosh.
The lug.
Brain fart.
Recess.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, you know, getting down into that, I mean, that gets really super nasty, especially, you know, us three gunners that are shooting all the time. So
yeah.
So I think it's key.
We got those nice little chamber brushes for you.
Boom. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know, when you have some kind of cheap piece of equipment, regardless of what the end, you know, scenario ends up being with the item you're trying to clean, when you have something that's just not up to par, you don't even feel like you did a good job. So I think just the quality behind the product makes a huge difference.
Yeah, you're spending twice the amount of time that you could be doing something else, cleaning your gun. You know, that's for us. You know, and we're like, oh, I got to crank out 500 rounds of 9mm for this weekend, or I got to schedule matches, or I got to sleep. How about that? You know, or I could be spending 3 hours cleaning 2 guns.
Yeah.
So.
Here we go. This one here is this is the first year, to my knowledge, that J. Dewey Rods has announced a shooting team. A variety of shooters, including myself. So, what took them so long, and who's a part of the team?
Well, you know, it's funny too. Obviously, you know that when I was with another company and we had sponsored shooters, and I saw the benefit of having human advertisement over putting doing an ad for 1 month in Guns and Ammo. I'm sure that holds value, but I saw the value in having representatives and sponsored shooters out there who are in the industry, who people follow, who can then speak about the product and about the company. Dewey had been approached years and years about sponsoring shooters, but they just never really got into it. And then obviously I came aboard, and one of the first things I was interested in doing was getting a shooting team out there. You know, Dewey Rods has been quiet, I guess we'll say, on the social media front and on you know, keeping up with the cool kids in the industry. But our product has never wavered as far as quality, and I knew that if we just pushed a little bit, that we would just jump right back into the mainstream and be the focal point in this part of the industry. And one of the ways that I knew we could do that was with sponsoring shooters. So I reached out to Anthony Cruz here, and as I had the opportunity to work with him. So we have Anthony on the team. We have Matt Holmes, who I also worked with at the last company. So we have Matt on the team. We have Tori Jordan out of Florida, who is part of. She's active in 3-gun. She's active in the tactical world as well. She does a lot of shooting. She's also part of Taryn's team, and then we went big. We went for Mr. Hollywood, white sunglasses, Jesse Tischhauser, and he is part of the team. Yeah, he is part of the team as well. We have Tim Curarte. I hope I said that right. Out of Missouri, he's part of the team as well. So we have a good group out there, and you know, everybody is very active with us, and they all are familiar, or they're all aware of my goal for 2015. And obviously, like I said, that was to become the cool kids again, and get out there and be popular, and we're going to sponsor matches, and we're going to take it over.
You're just a sleeper company, you know, like in racing, the sleeper cars. It's not just hiding, low profile, and now it's just taking over.
Yeah, now they're just taking over. So we got sponsored shooters, and we got sponsored matches, and one of those matches are the IDPA Indoor Nationals at the Smith & Wesson facility over in Springfield, Massachusetts. So you guys are sponsoring that match, and you guys are sponsoring a stage also on that. So, you know, it's great for a company to sponsor shooters and support matches as well. So that's two things they're doing. I will be at that match along, you know, Chris will be there, I'll be there. Who else is going to be there? Matt Holmes is going to be there. There's, you know, Julie Golub, all the Smith & Wesson shooters are going to be there. It seems like a fun match from what I was able to gather for some social media videos shooting around there. One of the few stages you are going to shoot in the pitch dark. You usually don't get, you know, too much of an opportunity to shoot a match in the dark. That's probably the funnest part. Some will probably say that's the worst part. I think it's probably the funnest part, depending on how it goes. And I tell you what, I learned it the hard way. The first match I ever shot in the dark, which was last year, boy, did I bomb that stage. I didn't
realize that your muzzle flash is huge.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to do the FBI, like, Bad Boys, you know, can't, you know, with the light, or how I wanted to roll it. And then I figured,
if you do that, I'm going to be right there with the camera.
Yeah, I figured I did this, right? So I'm doing this, and then I figured, okay, so I went to emergency slide lock. I'm like, well, this isn't the best. You know, it's hard to grab a mag when you have a light like this. So when I went to go grab the mag, it was just awfully slow, and it was horrific. But I figured it out later at like after the first one went bad, I figured out that, you know, to do the cigar grip, and I've been practicing that for the last couple of weeks now, and I think I mastered it pretty good to where I can get some fast reloads in, and I posted a video of that over on Facebook.
It looks like Chad Barber says we're at stage 10. That's where we are. That's where our banner is.
Stage 10?
Yeah, it's in Three-Port Bay.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, well,
it's not the meat locker.
Yeah, we'll take some video. It's funny. Smith is like, I don't know if I wanted to bring up this story. Steve, I don't think Steve hasn't been a Smith. Dustin, you been there?
No. Every year I always have something going on.
Yeah, it's like you go into the place, right? It's really nice. All right, they have the indoor range, they have the little gift shop, but on the other side of it, it's almost like it's like a meat locker, pretty cold. It's like they just took a sledgehammer and beat the wall in, and then there's a stage there, like with a beaten wall. It's pretty weird but awesome. It's like, holy man, this is Smith, but really good looking place when you walk in, and then some of these stages are in like this really odd like dark hallway. It's just a straight dark hallway with a stage in there. So interesting. Last year I didn't get much video because I was really focused on really trying to go out there and just shoot my game. But now I'm real comfortable with shooting the game and running a camera on my head and placing it around stages. So we're going to try to get as much video as we can of every stage this weekend, which I'll be flying out tomorrow night for. And we'll do that. Steve, have you shot any stages in the dark before, IDPA, anything like that?
There's one range here locally that does that pretty regularly, and I've never went out. I definitely should try. But I'm a little bit afraid, man, trying to hang on to that flashlight and using like the cigar method or the cool tactical guy holding it up. I don't know. I probably would suck pretty bad.
It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a different game. I mean, and then competition guns, people don't run night sights. I don't, unless you're switching your night sights out for that match specifically. And I don't run night sight, so I use the light to guide that. If it's held right under the muzzle like that, so when that shines on a target, I just pull the trigger at that point. It just works really well for me. So there you have it. You got Chad Barber in here. It's the test facility on the other end of the ranges, so a more professional way to put it than I did. I like to beat a sledgehammer.
It's still a Holloway meat locker.
Yeah, first shot I took with that thing held like that, it'd go flying.
Don't try to church it up, boy.
Yeah, you definitely got to practice it, because I think that's the way I started that stage. I started it the right way, and then I think it dipped down, so the light was pointing in the ground, and my muzzle was way up here, and I just said, screw it, I'm going to do the FBI movie. And it was really bad. Some people are able to master that technique, though. It's not a bad technique. It's just something you really gotta practice. I don't see how you can get a fast reload down with it, but maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, it depends on your light too.
Yeah.
I think be able to see in the light.
Yeah. Well, you can't see there. I mean, it's like pitch dark.
It's awesome.
There's no you have 18-year-old 20/20 vision, nothing like that, man. It's pitch dark. So enough on that match. It's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to going out there. Jennifer Seymour, who's a co-host of the Shooter's Mindset Show, she couldn't be with us here, but she wrote in this question, will the rods clean a squib round from the pistol barrel? I've seen other people using rods and they were bending. So
yes.
A unique way to use a rod.
Well, yes, they will. And that's one of the things, like you'll notice in our field kits, they come with an obstruction remover, and basically it's just an extension piece that goes on the end of the rod that you put together, and it's used to clear obstructions. And yes, our rods will do that. The material underneath is a stainless steel under the 22 caliber rods, and under the 30 caliber rods it's actually made of music wire. So they are strong.
Yeah, don't be using that plastic rod. I don't see why anybody would even attempt to try to use that. But this stuff, man, it's you can hammer a nail down with this thing. You know what I mean? So if you got a squib, which is, I've had one in my lifetime, which, 4 years of shooting, which isn't a long time, but we actually had at that time, this is before I even owned a Dewey rod, we used this, someone had a screwdriver. So we took a screwdriver in the barrel. Now, that's probably not a great thing to do, because obviously, if you take a flathead screwdriver, you're scratching up the inside of your barrel, but that's what we used at the moment. It happened to get me working. Hopefully the barrel's not too bad, but I was able to run the rest of the day after that. So there you have it.
Yeah, and take that to a rifle platform and you use one of our rods, again, like I said, our rods, 22 caliber rods, they have a male thread on the end, and we recommend, obviously, if you have to use it to remove an obstruction, to at least put the adapter on it first. So you can damage the little adapter that comes on the end of it, but you don't want to damage the threads by using it to clear an obstruction.
Yeah. Let's see here. As far as the giveaway here, let's announce that one more time, then we'll jump into the lightning round. The giveaway, I kind of forgot to where the links were. You can find a link to the giveaway on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page, and we're going to try to get a link in the comment section below. It might not be there right now. I'm going to work on getting it in there, but it's already up on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page, probably pinned somewhere to the top. So go in there, midnight tonight. We're giving away a Dewey rod just like this one. It is this exact kind here. As you spin that right there. Everybody does that when you pick up a Dewey rod.
There you go.
We're giving away one of those. We're giving away a 2-ounce bottle of Rand CLP, along with Shore Grips from TacticalLife.net, and a Tactical trigger guard holster in carbon fiber. So depending on the firearm you own, we can get you the Shore Grips, and depending on the firearm you own, we can get you the trigger guard holster from Tactical. One winner, midnight tonight. We'll select the winner tomorrow evening on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. The link's on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page and in the comment section below. If you don't see it neither, send me a PM and we'll get it over to you before midnight so you can get in there. Let's do into lightning round. Lightning round's a little bit weak today. Let me see what I had. I didn't fully fill this one out, but I can think of a couple off the top of my head. But we have Chris. I don't know if you're into reloading, but if you were to reload and you can only choose a Lee press or an RCBS press, red versus green, which reloading press are you reloading on?
There you go. You made it easy. I'm going to go with the red. We're going to stay with the red because I'm not into reloading.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, me and Steve, I think, both learned on Lee press. I think Dustin's got a Hornady, right? You got one of those?
Yeah,
lock and load?
Yeah, Hornady lock and load is what I run.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say that's the right answer today, is the Lee press.
All right.
Zombies outside your front office there. Rifle, pistol, or shotgun, which one are you picking up to get the job done?
I'm going to go with the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I don't know. I'd probably pick, I don't know. More accessible, my pistol would be the first thing that would be closest for me to grab.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, everybody wants to be as far away as possible, but, you never know when you're walking down that dark path in the middle of the forest there and a couple zombies pop out.
Yeah, you get the Colt Python and 357.
I've seen the Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Rick gangster style one-hand grip, something like this, where he points it at the ground all the time and just blasts a headshot from like 15 yards away.
35 yards. Yeah. But point blank. Center mass.
Awesome. That dude should shoot competition.
Yeah.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Yeah, I agree.
Good answer.
Yeah.
9mm or 45?
Ooh, gosh.
Compete, carry, all around caliber.
I'm changing. This is a new avenue for me, but I'm gonna say 9mm.
Wow, nice.
I thought he was going to say 45.
And you know what? I carry an XDS 45. My love is my Kimber 1911 45. But I just got that new M&P Pro 9mm, and man, was that just
it's a nice gun.
Oh God, I love shooting it. Loved it. So
yeah,
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna be a 9mm guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Classic Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris get into a street fight in their prime. Who do you got winning?
I'm gonna go Bruce Lee.
The Bruce.
Yeah.
Man, how much? I know Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao finally finalized a deal, which happens to be like the fight of the most anticipated fight of all time, at least as far as boxing. But how much would someone pay to actually see Bruce and Chuck in their prime go at it. Probably way more than this Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I heard the pay-per-view for that fight is $90, which is in the most for pay-per-view in boxing history. And if you want like HD, that's a $10 upcharge. So that's $100 to watch that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much tickets are to like sit there, you know.
Oh man, and MGM Grand for that fight, it's high rollers only, man.
Yeah. Steve didn't look happy that I chose Bruce Lee though.
He's a big
The beard.
Look, he's a big Chuck Norris fan, I guess.
Yeah.
Chuck, man.
You
Chuck
gotta
all
get the
day.
beard.
When the boogeyman
America.
goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for Chuck. Come on.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris doesn't sleep; he just waits.
Yeah.
That's right.
All that.
All that stuff, yeah. That's all I got. Unless you guys have anything you want to add to the lightning round there.
Wait a minute. I don't get the famous Chipotle question.
Oh
Yeah, what's
do they
up
even
with that?
have those up north?
Yes, they do, my friend.
Is there one
Yes,
close
they
to
do.
Smith and Wesson?
No, not that I know of. No.
Well, we gotta find it.
There's
Yeah.
no In-N-Out. Well, you had In-N-Out at SHOT Show, didn't you?
No, I sure did not.
I passed up on an epic deal there.
We got Five
So
Guys,
Moser-
though.
So Moe's or Chipotle?
I'm going to go Chipotle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Chipotle waiting on me
Yeah,
right after the show. I'm serious. It's a bowl. You know, so because if you get the burrito, right, and you don't eat it right away, it sogs up a little bit. Because you got the tomatoes going in there. You got the juice from tomatoes. You got the sour cream going in there. You don't want a soggy burrito. It's just,
Always thinking ahead.
yeah, you got to get the bowl. I usually do the burrito, but after the show, I had to wait on it a little bit. I got the bowl. Chicken, the works.
Well, at least you redeemed yourself with the Chipotle and the 9mm, so we're good.
All right. Good.
You're still getting a Christmas card this year.
I was worried for a second there. I was hurt. I was crushed.
Steve's over there writing people off the list. He's like, no.
No. He didn't say Chuck Norris.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. I got any upcoming events or gun shows or projects. I know you. I don't know if you wanted to leak this, but I know you told me something earlier that just happened that was huge. But is there anything else coming up as far as Dewey Rods?
Yeah, we are awaiting confirmation for the NRA show in April. If we don't exhibit there, I probably will still be out there, like I did up at SHOT Show. We are going to be sponsoring a couple more matches. We're going to be sponsoring, and again, this is all stuff I'm working on. I'm waiting, obviously, to get details, but the Brownells 3-gun match that's in August. I'm probably going to also sponsor the Brownells ladies 3-gun match. We will be probably back in Texas for another buying group, the NBS show, in August as well. Don't want to tell too much of what Anthony just almost spilled out, but we just sealed a deal with a manufacturer out there to have a OE co-branded pistol rod with hopefully every pistol that goes out. So that's pretty huge right there.
That's big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. Does Dewey Rods offer portable field kits? So obviously we can't take, I can fit this pistol kit in my range bag, no problems. But do you offer something smaller for maybe somebody that wants to put it almost in the butt stock of their rifle or something like that?
No, not small enough to fit in the butt stock, but we do have the field kits. This is actually something that's also being worked on right now as far as revamping. This kit is small, and you can fit this in your pocket, and it's great in your range bag. And this has the nylon pull-through cable in it. Also comes with and again, it's made for AR platforms, pistol platforms, grenade launchers, shotguns, black powder, we do it for all calibers. So obviously, in the AR platform, you get the chamber brush, you get a bore brush. Some of the kits come with this. I don't know if you can see that with my head still in the way, but it is a 3-piece extension rod. You use this chamber rod. It could be used as a pistol rod, or it could be used to clear obstructions. It's got a round knurled handle. It's nice and heavy, stamped with J. Dewey on it. I have this in my kit, in my field kit. We also have the standard T handle, which is a 2-piece handle. But yeah, we do offer those, and they also come with the nylon pull-through cable. So
that's awesome.
Very nice.
That sounds good on the field.
I mean, we didn't hit on this too much. I mean, I'm talking about every caliber. I mean, oddball calibers almost too. I mean, 6.8, 300 blackout.
That's catching on. I mean,
yeah, you know what I mean?
6.8 and 300. I think there's going to be a big burst, especially in that precision market. The 6.8, 6.5. I got a few precision guys that I work with, and they're talking about all of these weird ass calibers, and I'm like, I got 223, 308, and I'm in, baby.
Yeah.
And you know what? You would be shocked to hear some of the inquiries I get as far as calibers. I mean, I had a guy email me today telling me that he is building a 6.5 Creedmoor, and he wants everything. He wants a complete kit to clean that rifle. I had somebody call me last week about a 22 TCM. Have you heard of a 22 TCM?
That is the specialty caliber for Rock Island Armory.
Yes, it's a 223 cut down and then neck down to take a 22 projectile, and it can be fired. From what I gathered, it could be fired out of a rifle or a pistol. And again, there's a lot of calibers out there. 25-06, crazy.
Yeah.
All the shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun. Yeah. I got one here. What do we have? The Breakmore Clays kit. Right here.
It is.
This is
that comes with
for your 20 and 12 gauge, right? So right here.
Yeah. Standard 20 and 12 gauge also comes with a choke tube cleaner and some lubricant, some solvent in there, and some patches. That is part of a kit, like the shotgun kit. One thing is, shotgun guys, they rarely clean their shotguns.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Let's crank up this Q&A.
Yeah, I had one on Facebook. Do you got a 454 Casull?
No, I don't think so. 450.
454 is revolver caliber, mainly revolver caliber. Ruger makes a pretty popular 454 Casull in their Alaskan Red Hawk revolver.
Yeah, I mean that pistol rod. I mean, if he's looking for a rod, I mean, and it's that this rod will clean anything from 22 caliber up to 45, as far as pistol calibers. If you have something longer than 6 inches, we make this in a 9-inch as well, and then we have our our standard brass loop rods that come in our pistol kits, can be used as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they got some, because that'll fit if you're looking to go in and out of the chamber of that revolver. They definitely got something.
Another funny one. What is the craziest or funny story of someone using your rod in the field? Your cleaning rod, that is. So.
I had somebody just tell me that he was using his rod. Now, it wasn't necessarily in the field. He was actually he was cleaning his rifle in his bench, and he got it so stuck, he actually had to bend that rifle at a 90-degree angle and use a rubber mallet and bash the rod out to get it out. He just got it so jammed up in there, which, you know, it was funny. It was funny and crazy to me because, again, like I said, you know, I mean, at what point do you stop trying to fit a square peg in a round hole? So
bigger hammer.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The rifling is going to be spotless. Actually, you just rechambered it for the next size up.
Yeah, but I haven't had any crazy stories of our rods used. But that's a great Facebook post that might have to be incorporated in the next giveaway. Give me your crazy stories.
Yeah. There we go. Let's take time. I got some discount promotional codes here. If you guys want anything over at DeweyRods.com, you can put Cruise Rod at 10. So CRUZ.
Make sure you don't Google 10. That though.
Yeah, Cruise Rod. Yeah, you don't want to Google the Cruise Rod.
Yeah. Make sure you're on a page that's safe. Yeah. Safe search on.
Make sure you got your antivirus rolling in the background. On that one. But Cruise Rod 10 at DeweyRods.com gets you 10% off anything over at Dewey Rods. So if you guys are interested in a rod, a cleaning kit, apparel, check that out. Use that code. Fort Mill Munitions, I said this earlier. TSM, in all caps, 5, saves you 5% off on ammo. They just made a post. They got 124 grain jacketed hollow points, minor load. And they're selling them by like 1,000 to 500, 250, whatever you want them in. That'll get you 5% off over at Fort Mill Munitions. That's teamfmm.com. TacticalLife.net. Use TSM10, and you'll get 10% off any shirts, grips, and stickers that they have over there. If you go to StandardDeviationArms.com, you use TSM5, and you get 5% off anything on their website. So a couple codes there that you guys can use if you guys are shopping around. Standard Deviation Arms, variety of accessories, magwells, base pads, bullets. They got it all over there, so go check that out. And that's all I got as far as discount codes right now. Also, Terran Tactical Innovations. Dustin's a fan. Steve's a fan of Terran stuff. I run his rifle, shotgun, pistol, base pads, the whole deal. If you call them up, all right. If you call them up, tell them the Shooter's Mindset sent you 10% off anything over at Terran Tactical Innovations. All right. So there's another.
How about a little fun fact that can kind of link right on to Terran Tactical, and probably something not many people knew about J. Dewey is we do gas tubes for ARs, and Terran uses our gas tubes in his rifles.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice. So they also have
a gas tube coming soon.
Yeah, and they also you have a variety of pistol parts, cam pins, pivot pins, gas tubes. So those little kind of miscellaneous parts that you might lose trying to take apart your rifle or something, J. Dewey might have it over on their website. So that's another option. Just not cleaning kits, not only cleaning kits over there. So go check them out. What do we have? 40 millimeter is what I'm looking for. Getting ready to order soon. That's from Chad Barber, and he says Chad also says he doesn't know any long-range shooter that doesn't own a Dewey rod, and that they all of his Coast Guard team all use a Dewey rod. So that
nice.
If we can't explain it to you why you should own one, I mean, there's a reason why these highly trained professionals use it, and they use it for a good reason. So there you go. We have one here, Michael. Besides the quality of the rods, the customer service is fantastic, to the point of emailing back and forth with Brian on Sunday. So he's obviously had a run-in, purchase some of the rods, and customer service is excellent. That's coming from someone, just posting in the Q&A. So don't take my word for it. Take everybody else's, and great customer service there. That's all I got as far as Q&A. We can kind of move on here. I got a couple more, and then we can kind of wrap this one up. Let's see here. A few of my friends, we talked about advantages. Some of the advantages of a nylon coated cleaning rod over a brass rod or a plastic rod. We kind of hit on this earlier, but obviously, what are the advantages there?
Yeah, well, obviously, plastic I think kind of speaks for itself. I'm not sure who's using a plastic rod, and if they are, they should stop.
Just stop.
Brass,
stop.
Just
it, guys.
stop. Just stop. Brass is a soft material, so it's it has its place, but it's very flexible. So if you were to grab one of our brass rods in length, like a 24-inch rod in brass, and you were to grab it by the end and you were to kind of shake it, you would see there would be flex in it. Where you grab one of our nylon-coated rods, and then there's just no flex in it. And again, you don't want that flex when you're cleaning the barrel. The nylon coating, and again, the nylon coating and brass are comparable when for the bore. Again, the brass is soft, so it's not going to damage the bore. But the nylon coating, obviously, it's a better surface, and it's just that much more protected. Or it just protects that much more in your bore. With either of them, whether it's brass or nylon coating, we always recommend once you pass the rod through the bore, you wipe it down.
There you go. And and this will leave my last question here. What can someone expect when ordering a complete Dewey Rod kit? I mean, here I've got the pistol one handy. You're getting a nice, convenient a carry case. Everything goes in one case. This is a nylon case. Almost looks like a banker bag. Right here. Where you carry the money in.
Doing work.
It is, and the field kit pouch and the pistol bag are something that I'm looking into evolving this next year. But that banker's bag or that pouch has its purpose. I mean, it's very thin, and it doesn't take up a lot of room in your range bag. And in your range bag, you need other stuff: eyes, ears, ammo. But as far as the AR kit, what you'll get if you go to our website, you put just one of those complete AR kits. It's basically everything you will need to clean your AR. That is the rod, the nylon coated rod. You choose the length, or no, I'm sorry. In the AR kit, it's either a 30 or a 36, but we can customize that if you have an SBR. All of our rods come with an adapter and a jag. You'll also get a bore brush. You will get the bore guide for the M16 or for the AR. You'll get the AR link, which is the secret and most prized possession of that kit, and that basically holds your upper receiver and your lower receiver together and at an angle to clean that rifle. Basically, takedown pin comes out, it goes in, and then it holds the upper. And then you also get this, which is the L16 chamber cleaning kit. This is going to come with the 9.5-inch brass fixed handle chamber rod, the Delrin sleeve that slides over it. This is the adapter that you would put your lug recess cotton swabs in, and then you would use that to clean that lug recess. Comes with the very famous double-ended
mil-spec brush. Yeah,
mil-spec brush.
I use that stuff a lot. I use that a lot.
Yeah. Chamber mop and a chamber brush, and that will cover you as far as complete cleaning for your AR. We make that AR kit in AR-10, AR-15, 300 blackout, 6.8. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, they got it covered there. When I first got mine, I was like, what is all this stuff, and why do I need it all? And now now that I know how to use it and what everything's for, I kind of understand. I was one of those dudes that kind of just took a paper towel, and like you said, there's people that do things the wrong way with crap tools, and you get a crap result. And I was one of those guys.
So you say just spray some stuff in there and rack it like 4 times, and you're good to go. You actually got it.
I was one of those guys. So they got you covered here. Dustin, you got any last minute stuff on Facebook you wanna go through?
A lot of good stuff. Just saying, thanks for coming on. The rods are great. The company's great to work with, down to earth. Keep going. You guys got my vote and my money soon. No, everything we covered. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to one more giveaway announcement, and then we can wrap this one up here. Steve, you got anything you wanna hit on before that?
Not really. I mean, products are awesome sounding to me, so I'm pretty stoked to get my hands on a set sooner than later and get to cleaning.
There you go. Can I propose something that I notice a lot with shooting a lot of US. Well, I haven't shot a ton of USPSA, but the amount that I've shot. Every match is like you drop your magazine into a mound of dirt. Okay, so even you always see people taking, in between stages, they're always taking their whole mag apart and they're running some type of brush through it to get all the dirt out. And I noticed, I'm like, well, I did that. I think it was like 12 stages, and I'm like, I was dropping them in dirt. There was dirt all in these Glock mags. I'm like, screw it, it's a Glock mag. It's gonna work, right? Last stage of the day, boom, I started getting these, last 2 stages started getting these malfunctions where the slide would just automatically hold open. And I would just tap the mag and the slide would run forward. And I swear it's because my mags were dirty. Is there anything that that maybe a brush or anything, maybe this is a proposal for a new item, I don't know, that you guys sell that would help remedy that problem for dirty mags?
You've been speaking to Tish Hauser?
I speak to him quite often, but we haven't.
No, his would be bedazzled. He's like, you got them bedazzler brushes that I can on my back of my pants.
Well, Dewey Rod right here. This is new creation right here. Dewey Rod, put a perfectly sized nylon brush for the magazines and just run it through.
He asked about that as well. I've had a couple people ask about a mag cleaning brush. There are a couple of them out there. We are looking into it and testing the market with some of our bigger accounts, and if it would be something that they would pick up. It would kind of be based along a different rod, but it would have the kick-ass red handle. So yes, it's
see, check this out right here. This is the one out of the shotgun kit that I have right here. It's kind of smaller, but boom, you take this out and you put like a nylon bristles on there, and boom, that's your mag cleaning rod.
Now I have to ask you if you have my office bugged.
Yeah, there you go. And maybe yes, I didn't see that on there. Maybe a 3-gunner's kit. We got the individual stuff, and maybe we're one of those lazy shoppers and don't want to put everything into a cart. We just want one solid deal. And we got to put together a 3-gun kit.
Well, all I can say is just keep an eye on the Facebook page for 2015, and you just may see some of those come to fruition.
There you go. This is all. I just thought about this. It's just coming to me right now. All this stuff. So, all right. Let's go to the giveaway one more time here, and then we'll run this down. You're going to get your very own Dewey Rod. As you know, every time I see this, you spin the handle right there. Dewey Rod. You're going to get a 2-ounce bottle of Rand CLP. So a Dewey Rod, Rand CLP. That's a good combo. You're going to get a TacticalLife.net Sure Grips for your pistol. And you also get a UM Tactical Trigger Guard holster in carbon fiber. Links will be in the comment section below this video, also on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. It ends midnight tonight. We're going to have one lucky winner. Also, if you if you go to that giveaway screen through the website, that we use. If you like Dewey Rods' Facebook page, if you haven't liked it, like it now when you're filling out that giveaway entry. It'll give you a bonus entry if you like their Facebook and if you like their Instagram. So we have Dewey Rod's Instagram and Facebook as part of bonus entries there. Make sure you take advantage of getting your extra entries. We have Dustin's page in there. There's tons of people who can contribute to the show. Blade Tech, Fort Mill, Standard Deviation Arms. If you like their social media using the giveaway system, you'll get bonus entries, so take advantage. And that's going to be the giveaway announcement. I think we can run this one down. Steve, what do you have as far as shout-outs, man?
My shout-out's going to be pretty easy. This third week in March coming up, right here in Central Florida, speaking of Smith & Wesson, we have the Steel National, sponsored by Smith & Wesson, coming to Volusia County Gun and Hunt Club. I will be out there. I will be filming and taking photographs for the club. So I'm working the match, and I'll be shooting the match. So if you run into me, say hello. And definitely, if you guys can get out to that match and shoot it, it's one of the better matches you'll get the opportunity to participate in, just due to the fact that the super squad itself is usually sick. It's just awesome. Totally ridiculous. So check out ussteelshoot.com over on the interwebs and sign up if you can make it.
Yeah, Steve is usually pretty easy on the eyes as far as autographs, too. So if you see him, ask for his autograph and get a photo. He does selfies. He will do
I generally don't charge.
Yeah, generally.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Look for the big ass tank on the back of his jersey. That's how you can tell him.
Yeah. So and then another thing about that match, if you haven't shoot, the who's who of the shooting industry and shooters are usually there. Jesse Duff, Max Michelle, KC, you name it.
And BJ.
Koenig, BJ. They're all there, so you get a chance to, last year they had a legend come back, Steve having him be there to film him, so you never know who's going to show up. You probably have Todd Jarrett and, some old school guys out there that are still gunning to win that stuff.
Yep.
Great match. I plan on shooting that, so we'll see. Dustin, what do you have? Shout-outs.
All right, as always, Springfield Armory. As you see, another reason I like Chris is he runs the nice Springfield Armory XTS. We might have to get him a 525 so he can actually come to the light side, the finer things in life. So, Animal Customs, as you see, Anthony's probably gonna have to take his nice unicorn hoodie up there so he doesn't freeze his little Florida butt off, because he's not used to having all the seasons. So, Taryn, Comtech, as always, for the best holsters. GB2 Tactical, Dissident Arms, BVI Bullets, Black Knight Tried the World, H&M, RCA, Pro Ears, X Products. I'm going to have some cool, fun new toys coming from them. Might be a launcher or two that I might have to use a Dewey rod on. Shooter Ready USA, Red Roof Inn, Greg's Gas Photography. There might be some cool photos coming up soon with that, too. And then, check out my Facebook page. There might be some giveaways once we hit that 1,000 mark. So
I think you're at 8 and change right now. So.
8 and change, yeah. So we're on the cusp. But there might be I don't know, some Black Knight Tried the World things. There might be a side charger upper. There might be all kinds of cool toys.
Jeez, I want to win that side charging upper. I've had a deal. I've had a little ongoing deal with those after the Faxon firearm show.
I know it intrigues you with the oddness. You're like, wait a minute. I don't have to rack here. I rack here.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, Dustin nailed it. People told me when I first got this thing, they're like, "What the hell are you doing with a hoodie? You're in Florida." And I'm like, "For those cold matches." And boom, it is. What's the weather right now? I looked it up earlier. It was pretty warm today, at like 34.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to about 34 degrees today. Like I said, we are looking at possibly snow.
Yeah, it is 19 degrees in Springfield. Some would say that's a heat wave.
Oh, it warmed up to a balming 40 today in St. Louis, and the snow started melting. And I was running around outside with a T-shirt on, so it's not in the teens.
I got Thursday night. I got a low of 3, high of 27. See, Florida, you don't ever see it. Doesn't. There's no such thing. The low in Florida when people pull out their boots and mink jackets are like 70.
Yeah, and they're like, we will rebuild tomorrow. We will rebuild.
Yeah, so there you go. But definitely animalcustoms.com for the hoodies, jerseys. I got a overnighted jersey coming tomorrow from them. So we're gonna have that. Let's see, what do we have as far as Terran Tactical Innovations? Check them out for your rifle, pistol, accessory needs. They got it there. Gonna give a shout out to Dewey Rods. Thanks, Chris, for coming on the show. It was awesome. TacticalLife.net, Carbon Arms for your awesome. I got tons of stuff right next to me, but for your awesome caddy accessories like this quad load setup in blue. Everything I get is blue because I got a match. DK Custom Triggers for your Glock trigger needs. I've had a run-in with some fully auto Glock triggers in my day, and send it off to DK, get it all fixed up, and get it running reliable again. Traction grips and standard deviation arms. Also, if you want to contact us through our email, that's theshootersmindset@gmail.com. You can find us there. Chris, what do you have as far as shout-outs on your end?
No, not much really. Just wanted to say thank you for having me on here. Thank you to Anthony, Matt, Tori, Jesse, and Tim for being part of the team, and just everybody who supports our product, who uses our product, and who follows us on all of our social media platforms. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be the company we are today without you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. If you guys are in the Springfield, Mass area, Indoor Nationals, I believe you might be able to spectate that match. I'm not sure, and the rules are a little bit, edgier at that match than they are at any other match. But if you see, I'll be there. Chris will be there. Maybe we can hook you up, with something. If you say hi, we can hook you up with a selfie. I will have some Fort Mill munitions ammo to pitch in your pockets. I can't say. It could be 5 rounds, could be 20 rounds. I don't know. Let me know. And look forward to seeing you out there. Looking forward to a first-place finish over at Internationals this weekend. I got some insight coming in from some people that are shooting it, so I got some gamer things going. I got the stage descriptions all lined up in my phone already, so we're going to be doing some studying, and that'll do it. I think that's going to conclude here episode 78 of the Shooter's Mindset Show. Thank you guys for joining us. Check us out next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern as we have another great episode. Check out DeweyRods.com, and we're out of here.